the Kuiper Belt, a frozen frontier hiding life, heat, and a possible ninth planet. In the cold, shadowy outskirts of our solar system lies a realm so distant, so enigmatic, that for much of human history, it remained entirely invisible to even our most powerful telescopes. This place is the Kuiper Belt, a vast icy ring of comets, dwarf planets, and mysterious celestial debris orbiting the Sun far beyond Neptune. Once thought to be a frozen graveyard of dead objects, recent data, including new findings from the James Webb Space Telescope JWST, suggest it could be teeming with geological activity, perhaps even harboring the ingredients for life. And more sensational still, this cold, silent region may be hiding a massive, undiscovered planet, the elusive Planet 9, slowly drifting through the dark. Let's journey into this uncharted wilderness at the edge of our solar system and uncover its secrets. Milky Way. What is the Kuiper Belt? Named after the Dutch-American astronomer Gerard Kuiper, who theorized its existence in 1951, the Kuiper Belt is a donut-shaped region of space extending from about 30 to 50 astronomical units, AU, from the Sun. 1 AU is the distance between Earth and the Sun, roughly 150 million kilometers, meaning the Kuiper Belt begins just beyond Neptune and stretches out toward the interstellar void. Despite being so remote, this region is enormous. It's estimated to be up to 200 times more massive than the asteroid belt. It likely contains tens of thousands of icy bodies with diameters over 100 kilometers. Including smaller objects, the total number may reach hundreds of millions, perhaps billions. Yet, until 1992, no object from this region had ever been seen. Telescope, the first discovery, and a new class of worlds. The breakthrough came from astronomers Jane Liu and David Jewett, who in 1992 detected the first confirmed Kuiper Belt object, KBO, named 15760 Albion. This faint, icy body confirmed what theorists had long suspected, that the region beyond Neptune wasn't empty. It was the birthplace of short-period comets, like Halley's Comet, and a dynamic, if distant, part of the solar system. The discovery also reshaped our understanding of planets. As more objects similar in size to Pluto were found, like Eris, Haumea, and Makemake, it forced astronomers to reconsider what counts as a planet. In 2006, Pluto was famously reclassified as a dwarf planet, making it the most famous member of the Kuiper Belt. Globe showing Europe, Africa. Is there another hidden planet? The mystery of Planet 9. In 2015, astronomers Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown of Caltech noticed something peculiar. A group of distant Kuiper Belt objects shared eerily similar orbits, all tilted and elongated in a way that suggested they were being gravitationally influenced by something massive, something unseen. They proposed the existence of a ninth planet, not Pluto, but a giant, undiscovered planet lurking in the farthest reaches of the Kuiper Belt or beyond. Ring planet, the hypothetical Planet 9, estimated to have 10 times the mass of Earth, possibly as large as Neptune, though smaller in diameter, follows an elongated orbit ranging between 400 and 1,500 Australian dollars. Takes 10,000 to 20,000 years to complete one orbit around the Sun. Predicted to emit faint infrared radiation and have a surface temperature near minus 226 degrees Celsius, 47 K. Despite the odds, Brown places the probability of Planet 9's existence at over 90%. However, its enormous distance, low luminosity, and infrequent proximity to the Sun make it incredibly difficult to detect, even with the James Webb Space Telescope or Hubble. Still, the search continues. If found, Planet 9 would be the first new planet discovered in our solar system since Neptune in 1846. Volcano, the James Webb Space Telescope's Kuiper Belt mission. As the most advanced space observatory ever launched, the JWST is designed to peer into the darkest and most distant corners of the cosmos. But it's also being used to explore our own cosmic backyard, including the icy outposts of the Kuiper Belt. One of the telescope's most exciting targets? The dwarf planets Eris and Makemake. These worlds, once thought to be geologically dead, have stunned scientists with signs of unexpected activity. As part of a study led by Christopher Glane at the Southwest Research Institute, JWST discovered something sensational: frozen methane on the surfaces of these dwarf planets that appears to be recently formed. Fire, what does that mean? Methane is volatile and breaks down under solar radiation. If fresh methane is visible, it must be replenished from within, which implies that Eris and Makemake may have warm internal cores capable of transporting gases and possibly liquids to the surface. This raises a dramatic possibility: subsurface oceans, similar to what is believed to exist under the icy crusts of Jupiter's moon Europa and Saturn's moon Enceladus. Droplet life in the Kuiper Belt? If internal heating exists, perhaps from radioactive decay or tidal forces, and if liquid water exists beneath the surface, then even in the frigid Kuiper Belt, the basic ingredients for life might be present. Already, bodies like Europa and Enceladus are prime candidates in the search for microbial life within the solar system. The JWST's findings suggest we might need to add Eris and Makemake to that list, and perhaps even more Kuiper Belt objects. The idea that the outer solar system could host subterranean biospheres changes everything. These aren't just cold rocks drifting in the dark. They might be dynamic worlds with geology, chemistry, and biology. Satellite exploring the frozen frontier. The only spacecraft to explore the Kuiper Belt up close is NASA's New Horizons, which famously flew past Pluto in 2015, revealing a world of ice volcanoes, nitrogen glaciers, and a surprisingly young surface. Since then, New Horizons has ventured even farther, passing by another KBO, Arrokoth, in 2019, a strange contact binary that resembles a cosmic snowman. These missions have shown us that the Kuiper Belt is more diverse and dynamic than previously thought, home to complex geology and possible internal heating. A time capsule preserving conditions from the solar system's earliest days. Christopher Glane and others are now calling for new missions to the Kuiper Belt, not just flybys, but orbiters and landers capable of drilling beneath the surface to test for life directly. Shooting star, what the future holds. The JWST is only the beginning, with new observatories like the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope launching later this decade, the extremely large telescope YELT in Chile, the potential LUVOIR or HABEX missions. We may soon see and understand more about the Kuiper Belt than ever before. And if Planet 9 is real, it may not remain a mystery for much longer. DNA, a cold, dark, possibly living edge. The Kuiper Belt is transforming from an abstract concept into a vivid, complex, and even potentially habitable realm. From hidden oceans and fresh methane deposits to the possibility of another planet or even a new cradle of life, this frozen frontier is quickly becoming one of the hottest regions in planetary science. So while the inner solar system dazzles with the brightness of the sun, it might be in these shadowy outer reaches, far beyond the orbits of the known planets, where some of the most profound cosmic stories are unfolding.